My topic is methods and materials must implement the plan, taking action. Example number 1. Lesson using basic steps and parts as prescribed by DepEd, Order 17, 2012 for teachers. 2 years and less in service. This lesson plan will show the basic component of any plan. This can be applied to any subject that follows a generic format. So here, this is an example or a guide of a lesson plan in science. First, you must have an objective or intended learning outcomes. Number 1, tell that the force is applied to move objects. Number 2, describe that pulling or pushing with a force moves object. Next is subject matter. In subject matter, here is the topic: reference, science concept, science processes, and materials. Science processes is observing and making operational definition. Materials are real object that helps you to explain, like boxes, chairs, books, and picture. So here are the procedure. A. Preparatory activity. B. Lesson proper. First is motivation. Second is pre-laboratory activities. Third is laboratory activity. Fourth is post-laboratory activity. Fifth is conceptualization. Sixth is application. Conceptualization is you are asking a question with explanation to make them understand. Application is you will try it in actual or a demonstration. Next is assessment and learning outcomes. So you must conduct an assessment para mas makita nimo if naabay nasabtan imong estudyante. Example of assessment are long or short quiz and assignment. If you conduct an assessment, it must be related on what you've discussed. So by doing an assessment, you will find out the learning outcomes. So next is finding out what has been achieved. Assessing achieved outcomes. At the end of the activity, the teacher will find out the intended learning outcomes have been converted into achieved learning outcomes. Tests and other tools are utilized at the end of the lesson to identify this. What knowledge, process, understanding, and performance are demonstrated by learners? The rule of thumb is what has been taught should be measured to find out if intended discussion will be found in the module on evaluation of the curriculum. So, what is your learning style? So these are the learning style. Visual. Create visual diagram. Graph results of a survey. Create a comic strip. Create a poster. Draw a map. Create a PowerPoint. Next is musical and auditory. Write a song or a rap. Create a dance. Write a jingle. Create a rhyme. Use an instrument to create. Verbal. Teach concept. Write instruction. Create ads. Write a poem. Keep a journal. Retell in your own words. Teach concept mapping. Write a story. Next is physical. Create a game. Do an experiment. Construct a model. Build a representation. Create a sport. Next is logical and mathematical. Create a code. Make a timeline. Compare and contrast ideas. Create an outline. Show a pattern. Teach concept mapping. In social, tell stories or poems, survey others, interview someone, teach a cooperative game, role play, hold a discussion. In solitary, research an area, keep a journal, write about personal experience, think about and plan, create a PowerPoint, read a book. In naturalist, collect and categorize data, materials, or ideas. Discover or experiment, take a field trip, adapt materials, label, and classify. So, we all learn in different ways. Pick your way to discover, think, create, and learn concepts in all areas. If you have more choice, then you have multiple learning style individual. So that's all. Thank you.